We've spent the last 7 months with our 2012 car of the year, the Volkswagen Up. And while I spent the introduction video going through the good points about the Volkswagen Up, and believe me, there are plenty, I thought I'd spend this midterm video just running through a few of the points that you want to look out for if you're in the market for one of these brilliant city cars. Now, the first point to watch out for are these door mirrors. They might be small, but they're expensive to fix, as I found out twice. And that's because passing traffic would hit them while the Up was parked. Manufacturers don't keep them stocked anymore in the colour you want, so they have to be painted and then they have to be fitted. That costs around £90 a time, as I found at my local VW dealer. I'd recommend keeping them folded in. Now, something I haven't been happy with since day one is the radio. Actually finding the stations on this touchscreen is actually very easy. The problem is the reception. I just haven't been happy. It's been a lot of buzz and fuzz. Now, I took it into my local dealer, again in Twickenham, Volkswagen, and they were great. They took the car overnight, which led to their lead technician actually driving the car around for a couple of days. They checked everything from the actual head unit itself all the way through to the aerial and all the wiring in between. But they couldn't find a fault, and I accepted that it wasn't as good a system as some of the more expensive VWs you drive around in. The only other major issue we've had with the What Car Up is its aircon. Now, I didn't really need to use the aircon until late into the summer, but it was pointed out to be by one of my colleagues. Essentially, they turn it down to the coldest setting, turn on the fan, the aircon button illuminates like so, but no cold air was blowing through. That went back to the dealer, and the dealer said a stone had gone up into the air compressor and it had actually punctured the aircon compressor. Now, this is a totally freak accident. It's not a fault of the car itself, but it did cost £730 to put right. So if you're test driving a new Up, do make sure you press the button, turn the fan on, leave it on for a good 5 or 10 minutes to make sure that cold air is blowing through. The other thing to bear in mind are these seats. Obviously, we went for the light creamer colour, but you can actually spec it with grey or black cloth. Now, it looks great with the red strip running around the outside. I think it makes the Up even more individual than it already is. However, it's got some hard use over the last few months, and really you can start to see the stains that are starting to appear, not only in the front, but in the back too, as people have folded down seats. So yeah, to bear in mind, you might want to spec in grey or black cloth if you're going to be using your Up for transporting bikes, etc. Also, over the 7 months that we've had the Up, there have been a couple of changes worth noting when it comes to actually buying yours. First of all, candy white paint is no longer a no-cost option. It actually costs £250 now. Also, the list price has gone up from £10,515 when we first got the car to £10,900. It's still a superb value thing, but it's worth bearing in mind when you come to sign on the dotted line. It might seem like I've been harsh on the Up in this midterm video, but really I just wanted to get across a few of the niggles I've encountered over the past 7 months. They're all small things that have been easily sorted, and really every time a colleague has borrowed the car, they've come back with high praise. It remains the best city car money can buy, and fantastic value at that.